Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 9th of December and it's nearly 1:15. The reason I'm in here, I'm going to try and explain how I'm going to build my flatback pond. The reason I've got to do it this way is because up at the house I've only got about 3 foot at the side of the house, so I can't get anything down other than something that would only be about 30 inches deep. So I've decided to try and build the pond in flatback style. This pond is going to be 11 foot by 7 foot. There's the hole. That's probably 12 by 8. But once I've covered the timber with fiberglass and reinforced the sides with some 3 by 2, I'm only going to have small gap all round the pond anyway. So my idea is I am going to build it with OSB. Wind's terrible, I hope you can hear me. I'm going to build it with OSB and 3 by 2, and I'm going to build it in here. Unfortunately, this is just wide enough to build it with one sheet at 11 foot long. So what I will do, I'll show you basically what I'm going to do. Say this is the OSB. I'm going to fiberglass that section, just leaving a little bit top and bottom. And then I'm going to reinforce the edges along here with timber and in the middle, and then I'm going to put some uprights in between the supports, and then hopefully I'm going to be able to join it all back together, because I'm going to make the frame up in timber to that size, that shape, and then I'm going to take all the screws out and reassemble it once I've fiberglassed it. Now I can't reassemble it in here, but what I'm going to try and do is get to the edges here, so all this is protected in fiberglass all the way round. And then I'm going to take it outside. Let me just pause you while I do this. So then I'm going to take it outside and see there's 3 sections in the top. I'm going to put this one on first, screw it down. Obviously this is the base. Screw it down, then I'm going to fiberglass this corner up and that section, and then I'm going to start fitting them across. And because I'm outside, I'm going to put a heater underneath this, tarpaulin over the top, so I can heat the structure up while it cures. I know some people are going to say, what a mess, why is he doing it like this? But some people have asked how I'm going to make a flat pack pond. So all these sections, what I'm doing, the sides and the ends and the top, will all be near enough fiberglassed except for the corner bits, just there. And as I take them outside, I shall put them on this section of the garden on battens, and I'll probably put something on the floor as well. And then I'm going to build it all up. The reason I'm doing that is because I can't turn it anywhere else. There's only that section of the garden where I can turn it over, so it'll be upside down, it'll be fiberglassed. All the outside will be done by the time I put the floor in, and it'll just mean the inside will need doing. So my plan is to turn it just there and then take it over there and put tarpaulin all over the top of the pergola. I have got some lights in there, so I can put it in there because I want to do all that middle bit in one go. The idea is that I get a smoother surface on the inside of the pond, flow coat it over, and everything looks cosmetically better. That's all it is, and I can get that warmer if I put the tarpaulin in. My biggest worry is when it's there, is tarpaulin blowing off, or condensation coming up when I'm warming it up, or rain. It is a stupid idea, I know, but it's the only way I can see of me getting a pond that size down here without having to do it on the front or wherever, or buying a EZ pond, which I think are absolutely superb, buying one of them and having it hoisted over the house. But as anybody who watches this channel, and thank you for all the new subscribers, thank you for watching some of the older videos as well. If you want to see me make the pond what I did for the front, in fact we'll have a walk up there and have a look. If you want to see that, it was done January last year. So I'll just shut this door and then we'll have a walk around, because I did say I'd like to show you what I've done and not done this year. So we'll just shut up shop a bit. Let me pause you. Yeah, so this time last year, this all wasn't here. I'd said I was going to put a pond in there. I was going to build a summer house for there. I was going to put a new front and roof on the shed, and I was going to build a tool shed. So the tool shed's on the end, and we've completed this. But the reason I haven't done it all is because this pond, this liner split when I was vacuuming it out one day. It got a dodgy piece on the end of the vacuum cleaner which actually cut the liner. So unfortunately I had to buy that, which I think is brilliant really. But I had to buy that and I had to reline this. So you can imagine last April time I was panicking and one thing and another. Hillary was going into hospital, so that was something else. And yeah, but we got the liner in. I did a video when I was putting the liner in. This has been a godsend because the fish have grown so big in the main pond that I've moved some of the bigger ones out, the older ones, and some that I'm not so keen on into this pond. But yeah, so that's why the pond isn't finished yet, and that's why the summer house isn't finished. I'll just take you onto the front. Yeah, so this time last year, wind's got up again. This time last year, this garden, the gravel and everything, the plants, went right down to where the little blue pond is. That wasn't there. So I built that last December, January time, fitted it in, said I was going to do it, so that's something I did achieve. So I don't think we've done bad really with what problems we've had, but I hope it gives you an idea what I'm aiming for when I actually do the pond on the back, because it'll look very similar to that, just a lot bigger, and it will be done slightly different because I can't build the frame up and leave it up. I've got to then dismantle it and start fiberglassing in bits, because I've got nowhere to actually fully fiberglass it and turn it over. So I know it's a bit messy, and some people will say, what a stupid video, does he think we're thick? But it's the only way I can actually explain to you what I'm trying to do and the reasons for it. I always think that if somebody can find another way of making ponds, and they've got the ability to do something, well, I don't know whether I've got the ability to do it, to be fair, but if you can build it flat back and leave the corners and the inside to do at a later date, people might be able to get ponds down the side of their house, get them built in a factory somewhere, dismantled, brought to the house, and then built up on the back. I'm sure on a nice day, or with a marquee or something over it, with a bit of cover, a day and a half, 2 days, they'll see it done. So, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I don't know whether you will or not. To be fair, I think I've made a mess on it, but I don't edit, and I'm not going to do. I have ordered the timber for the pond, so it won't be long before I start. So hopefully you've stuck with this, and I'm just going to go and sit down, review it, and I'll see if I'll put it on or not. So enjoy the rest of this really wet day. Bye for now.